Hello, pickles and snowflakes and turtles, and no matter what club members, and my favorite, Goldilocks. How are you doing today? Just finishing up my organic Jim's JoJo Java, I think. Anyway, it was good. It was strong. It does the trick. And I hope you have a coffee or a morning brew of some sort that you just love and cherish and savor. It just works for me. It helps me collect my thoughts. I look forward to it. I have my little Joy Jolt. It's 2 ounces, so I can refill it so it feels like I've had a pot when it's only been 8 ounces. Love it. Anyway, my topic today is shaking it off. We need to shake it off sometimes, and especially on a Monday. Mondays can be messy for us. We know that. If you've been with me for a while, you know that weekends are tough. And now we've got the closed in sports kind of season, and it's great. But, with that comes snacking. And with the snacking comes the insulin spikes and things like that. And it takes you out of whatever good program you have because you might be with other people or you might be alone or you're heavily triggered by Sunday afternoons with sports or maybe the morning news channels on Sundays, things like that. And we can just get a little wonky. And we get to Monday, it could be messy. You could have done some food treats yesterday or over the weekend. We need to learn to shake it off. Did you enjoy it? Or are you just going to wreck your day to day feeling guilty and shame and remorse and all those sort of things? What if you just enjoyed it? What if you just enjoyed getting out of your lane, getting off your tracks, and enjoyed the day with things? A lot of fall festivals, too. There's a 3-day festival outside of my store, so people use the parking lot, to get to the festival. And all you could smell when I went outside for my coffee breaks were wafts of those festival type foods, some of our favorites, some of our no-nos, some of our, if I'm going to the festival, I'm having that. Damn it. What if you did that? Okay, so I hope you savored every bite, everything. If you got some stomach or digestion stress today, oh well, it comes with it, especially if you've been following a pretty good structured plan. But you stepped out and you did it. You're human. I mean, to me, it's not about deprivation anymore. It's about enjoying that moment, not beating myself up, moving on. And even though food could be the most important thing, I even found a food channel. I think it's kind of keto-ish. And it's like all I do is dream of food or something like that. And she's got 100,000 plus, maybe 200,000 viewers. And it's like, yeah, I do a lot of food thinking, planning, everything else. I planned my keto meal for today. Fresh swordfish. Oh, I secured it. The seafood department ordered 14 cases of fresh, wild swordfish, and what came in was 1 case, and I was lucky to secure 2 nice pieces for our dinner. Greg smoked it on the grill yesterday, and I will finish it off in ghee on top of the stove, and a honey nut butternut squash. It's about this big. It's so cunning. It's so cute. And I've just slow cooked that in the toaster oven. I will sprinkle cinnamon on that and have it with some ghee and some sauteed spinach. Forget the oxalates. I've been missing spinach, so I'll have some of that. And I really look forward to that meal. And, days being what they are, some of us still do stress eating. My hand is up for that. I work in a job that can be easy peasy lemon squeezy, or it can be stressful. I have a supervisor that I've never, well, I did meet her once. She's one of those in front of a computer all day and has never shopped an order. So she has no idea about shortages and staffing issues and, you know, just things that are out of stock, rotisserie chickens that aren't ready until 10. I mean, clueless to the whole shopping process. And so, it's nothing for her to sit in front of her computer and do metrics and numbers and let you know that you're late, or why didn't you give that person that missing item? And it, just like that makes for stress. I eat over things like that. I do. And I probably always will. So it's managing places that I get a little slippery. It's managing my weaknesses. I'm not out to be perfect with a halo that Brasso polishes every morning, so I can be holier than thou. I'm human, just like all of you that are listening. So if you had a messy weekend or a messy day or a day that you just stepped off of your lane, you got into the breakdown lane, or you went down a pathway, so what? I hope you enjoy it and don't beat yourself up. We need to shake off these things. It's just we're human. This is times that this is not your grandparents' world that we live in. There is stress just driving from here to there. There's stress with the weather. Look at how the weather has devastated the country, the world. There is stress with money. There is stress with food shortages. Stress, 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 not to mention the pandemic. So ease up, Chauncey. Don't beat yourself up. It's as simple as food and it's as difficult as food, right? So I'm just here to say, if you gave yourself a day of permission to not deprive yourself, I hope you enjoyed it. And don't spend messy Monday regretting it with remorse and shame and beating yourself up and hopping on the scale and, cleaning out all of whatever it is just to torture yourself even more. Stop. Learning to live with non-depriving foods, I guess we could look at treats like that. To me, it's been part of my journey. I'm not going to say no to something because I'm so righteous and structured and disciplined. I don't want to die, where they say, well, her hip bones were jutting out when she died. Oh, really? Good for her. I'm going to be cremated anyway. So it's like they don't put your weight when you die on your forehead with an open casket for everybody to see. Oh, shame. Forget about it. Enjoy what you have to. The the point that I'm making for this is keep that in the day or that weekend or that meal or that item that you have. And then put back your structure, your discipline. Maybe it's in your chronometer. Maybe it's on a piece of paper. Maybe it's some other app that you use. Maybe it's going back to Weight Watchers and following points, getting back to the structure, but don't beat yourself up about something you did yesterday or over the weekend. It's just not worth it. It is water over the dam, and none of us are innocent of that sort of thing all the time. We don't. And if you're around somebody that is holier than thou and very, very self righteous about how they are clean and structured and disciplined every single day, they must not be fun to live with. Just saying. So enjoy your life. Just know when the party's over, it's time to put everything aside and get back to what works for you. For me, it's that keto structure, veg heavy, with the proteins, with the fat, the ghee, the butter, but it's also the clean intermittent fasting on the other side. Just black coffee, just mineral water, or plain tap water that's been put through the filter. No flavors, no artificial sweeteners, nothing like that. Just plain over there. And then the feast of the meal, the OMAD. That's what has worked for me. But when I step out of my lane, I do it and I enjoy it. And then I get right back into my clean intermittent fasting with my OMAD. It just continues to work for me. It's a freedom I never thought I would experience. and I'm 71, and I've had food issues since I was 9. So you can do the math. That's 62 years of beating myself up, punishing, depriving, you know, shaming myself. And, I am who I am at this point. I'm going to think about food a lot. I'm going to not, practice deprivation. It's just something that doesn't work. So I'm going to learn to live with my foibles. My foibles. Thank you for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom in Food with Keto. And that's how we do it, one day at a time. One day at a time. You can do it. It's great. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for watching. This has been Sarah. See you the next time. Bye-bye for now.